What up, y'all? So I said that I would go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and listen, I'm gonna do it. Today we're gonna do some stretching before we get into the guided meditation. I said I would do this whether 0 people were here or more than one person shows up. The reason why I'm doing it is because over 40, especially perimenopause, listen, we got a lot of stuff going on that make it really hard to bed down in the evening. And what I'm trying to do is encourage everyone to create an evening routine that allows you to bed down in a way that gives you some really, really good sleep. You know what I mean? So I've come up with a framework that is starting to work for me. I'm starting to see some results, right? So I just want to share that with you guys and bring you along the way in my journey. Now listen, I'm not a yogi or a guru or anything like that. I'm just figuring it out for me as I go and hoping that the things that are working for me may work for you too, right? So first thing I want to do is spray my feet with some magnesium oil. I don't know if you mess with magnesium oil, but if you don't, you should. It helps you get that good sleep, okay? So that's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm creating an evening routine that I can do anytime, whether I'm at home or out. Whether I'm staying at a hotel, at a friend's house, it doesn't matter. I'll be able to do this, right? So, again, this practice is about really putting the weight down for the night. Putting the weight down that you carry throughout the day. Putting the weight down that you continue to carry for not just yourself, but others. And this routine is going to help you do that. So, I'm going to cut on some music, set the mood for us, right? And what I'm going to suggest is, listen, this stretch that I'm going to demonstrate can be done whether you are seated or standing or in a chair. Tonight I happen to be on the floor. However, the next time that I come to you all, which will probably be Tuesday, I'll be in a chair. And then the time after that I come to you all, I'll probably be standing, just to show you that it doesn't matter whether you're seated, standing, or in a chair. All of these things can be effective for our evening routine, okay? So, like I said, now that I've sprayed the magnesium oil on my feet, and it takes about 20-30 minutes to, get in there because we absorb everything through our feet. So now that I've done that, I don't know if the music is too low or too loud, but y'all let me know. We're going to start with some stretches, okay? We're going to start with some neck rolls. The purpose is to try to get your ear to meet your shoulder. Now listen, because I'm not a yogi and I'm not into like manufactured wellness, I don't know the buzzwords, okay? I don't know when they're like, oh, and extend your hand and make it go all the way through here and finger it all up here. I don't know any of that, okay? So I'm not going to be able to give you like the yogi handbook type situation. But I will tell you and explain it to you in a way that I feel like you should be able to understand. Does that make sense? All right, cool. So the first thing we're going to do is get into some shoulder rolls, okay? And it feels like the music is a little low, but we're going to get into some shoulder rolls. And as we're doing our stretching session, I'm going to move right into the guided meditation, okay? I'm not going to take a break between the stretching and the guided meditation. And even though I'm doing 2 things, I hopefully won't even keep you guys too long. I'm going to try not to keep you past, like, let's say 15 minutes. Okay? Okay. We're going to start with some neck rolls, okay? So, you want to try to touch your left ear to your left shoulder. Do not raise your shoulder, right? And then you want to go all the way around and have your right ear touch your right shoulder. And you want to go all the way around. And you want to do that for about 30 seconds, okay? Keep in mind, you want to go slow because you want to feel the pulling and the popping as you do it. It gives you an indication of exactly how pent up or how, tight you actually are currently, right? Do another few seconds with this. And as we wind down on this, we're going to move into some shoulder rolls, okay? This at least is telling our nervous system that we're slowing down. The purpose is to be intentionally slow. The purpose is not to get on here and try to rush our way through anything. It's to slow down. That's the goal, right? Next, let's move into some shoulder rolls. Slow, okay? So you want to go all the way up, all the way back, all the way down, and all the way forward, okay? All the way up, all the way back, all the way down, and all the way forward, right? We're going to get our shoulders rolling. Go as slow as you need to. You want to be able to feel the full weight of the stretch. And these stretches, they should feel good, but they should also almost hurt. Almost. Thank you so much for the likes and the stickers. If this is something that you all are enjoying, please run the likes up. Share this with someone who may need it. If you know someone who struggles to go to sleep, if you know someone who struggles to bed down because their mind continues to rest, if you know someone who they're thinking about 1,000 things to do right at the time that they're supposed to be going to sleep, that's the person who I want you to share this live with, right? So we want to continue to stretch our shoulders, right? So the next thing that we want to do is get some side bends going, okay? Side bends are exactly what they sound like. You want to take one hand, take your left hand and put it on your left knee, and then you want to take your right hand and go over. Now, you don't have to do all that leaning over and go all the way over here. You don't got to do all of that. The purpose is to stretch your body, just to allow your muscles a little bit of relief, right? And then you want to go to the other side, right? I'm going to turn to the side because the wall is right here. And you should feel that stretch right here, right? You should feel it coming up right there. All right. The next thing we want to do is reach our hands, clasp them, and reach them all the way up to the ceiling. And just when you think you can't reach anymore, reach up a little bit more, right? So you're here, and you think I can't go any further. Reach up a little bit more, right? And then bring your arms forward. Allow that curvature in your back. And hold it for as long as comfortable for you. Come back to center. The next thing we want to do are seated twists, okay? Seated twists, all we're going to do is we're going to sit and we're going to twist. As far back as you can. Look behind you. And try your best to keep your hips forward. So as far as you can twist. It's not a competition. So don't think you got to twist as far as everyone else, okay? Just look over your shoulder. And after a while, bring yourself to center and go to the other side. Ooh, I feel it more on my, what is this? My right, my other right, my left. I feel it more on my left side than I do on my right. The next thing we're gonna do is a forward fold, okay? That's just fancy talk for stick your feet out in front of you and fall forward, okay? So, you stick your feet out in front of you, okay? Put your feet together, and you just wanna fold forward. And you should feel this stretch through your lower back. And you just wanna hold it for as long as it feels comfortable to you. And then drop your chin to your chest. And you'll feel even more of a stretch. Raise up. Not too fast though, because you don't want to make yourself dizzy. Or that could just be me, amen lights, right? So, now we want to do some ankle circles. So you just want to move your ankles in a circle. You want to go slow? Think about it. It holds our whole body up. Our ankles do such an important job. Just treat them right. Now, we want to take one arm, cross it over our body, and pull it close to us with the other arm. And we want to do it with the other arm. Awesome. And we're going to take the time and move right into the meditation. Why? We don't want to give time to think. We all right. We got it from here. So we're going to move right in. Close your eyes or soften your gaze, whichever way feels comfortable. Place one hand over your chest and the other one on your stomach. Now take a couple deep breaths in. Normally I would say for a count of 4, hold it for a count of 2, but do what feels comfortable. In through your nose. Hold it. Out through your mouth. Again. Now just be aware of the rise and the fall of your chest as you breathe normally. It's the quickest way to become present. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a river. Dusk has turned to night. The night sky has shades of blues and purples, and the stars are just beginning to show. What does it look like at the edge of your lake? What's below your feet? rocks, pebbles, sand. As you walk along the lake, how does it feel under your feet? Are you grounded? Do you have on shoes? Are you barefoot? I want you to be aware of where you are. Are there any boats on your lake? Is it at the edge of a forest? Are there trees there? I just want you to be aware. Now I want you to look down in your hands and see a bag. The bag could be made of plastic. It could be made of anything. Inside this bag is everything that you've been carrying today. Just today. Some will go to the regular buzzwords like worry, stress, anxiety, but it could have just been heaviness. The heaviness of carrying around something that you can't tell anybody else. The heaviness of carrying around burdens that don't belong to you. The heaviness of trying to make sure that everyone else is taken care of when you yourself need to be taken care of. That's a thing. Take a breath though. Feel the weight of it in your arms. Is it heavy? Do you have to hold it with two hands for just today? Or maybe one hand for just today? Is it a bag that you actually have to carry on your side because it's so full? There's no wrong answer. I just want you to be aware of what your bag looks like. Now I want you to kneel down by the river, right there at the edge of the water. And I want you to look at this bag, and as you're looking at all of the things inside of the bag that you're carrying around, I want you to release them one by one. Release them into the water. As you're about to release and hold that first thing up, what is it when you look at it? For me, it might be worry. For you, it might be bills. For someone else, it could be their loved one. For someone else, it could be an illness. For someone else, it could just be turning your mind off at night, getting a good night's sleep because you're over 40 and because, well, perimenopause. Whatever it is, though, look at it and drop it in. Because you can't get rid of a thing until you're able to know exactly what it is that you're getting rid of. So a lot of us would say, I just want to release all my worries and my cares from the day. But what does that even look like? What worries? What cares? But we're going to go ahead and take control of that tonight and name those things as we release them. As you place it in the water, watch how the river takes it gladly and it begins to flow away from you. It's not dramatic. It's not big. There's no reason to sound an alarm. The river just takes it and it just floats. Where is it going? Who knows? Away from me. That's all that matters. But as you can see how the river takes it that easily, that's how easily you should give it. Watch it flow away. In your mind's eye. How quickly does it flow away? Is it slow? Or is it a little faster? Notice how the bag gets lighter as you put things into the water. Can you feel the weight lifting? Either lifting from what you're carrying in your hands or lifting from what you're holding on the side. And when the bag is finally empty, set the whole thing in the water and release it and let it go. Because sometimes you can't just release the thing. You have to release what's holding that thing in your mind. It's important. For tonight, you don't need that stuff. You just need to be able to sleep well. And let me say this. Putting the weight down for the evening doesn't mean you no longer have those worries, those stresses, or that those things no longer matter. It means that you have to prioritize the thing that's important for right now, which is rest, sleep. You do things to cultivate rest, sleep. You take care of your body, you take care of your nervous system, you let it know it's safe to wind down. Otherwise, your body will be laying in your bed, but your mind will be somewhere else entirely. And we get tricked into thinking that staying up late worrying to try to get things done is responsible, but it's not. It's not helping you. But we do it anyway. I want to help us release ourselves from that, because we don't need it. We don't deserve to carry it. Take one more breath for me. Put your hand over your chest and go in. Hold it and exhale. Again, in. Here's your affirmation for the evening. Repeat after me. I'm allowed to put it down and let it go. Now, I'm not a yogi, again. I am not a superconductor, Tai Chi master or anything like that. Like I said, I'm just somebody that's learning how to lay it down at the end of the day and bringing you along for the journey with me. And if that's something that sounds good to you, and if you want more of what's been helping me, I'd love for you to go over to my website, www.meannadk.com/resources, and get some of the same things that are helping me be able to sleep a little bit better at night. I thank you so much. I'll be back on Tuesday and Thursdays for more stretching and more guided meditations. If there are things that you would like to see me address specifically in a guided meditation, then make my inbox and let me know. Until next time, though, I'm Meanna DK, and I love y'all. I swear I do.